often should you really be washing your hair? What's the right answer? On today's video, we are going to be discussing washing your hair versus not washing your hair. Every time I post a dirty hair hairstyle on my TikTok, my Instagram, or my YouTube shorts, there's a lot of controversy. You get a lot of comments like people saying, just wash your hair, that's so gross. And then lots of other people who love to point out that they love these styles because they like to only wash their hair once a week or every 3 days, or et cetera, et cetera. Everyone's got their own thing. But what is the right way to go about this? I hate to break it to you, but there really isn't a right answer here. It's really not a black and white issue. There are pros and cons both ways. There is pretty equal split between pros for washing your hair often and pros for not washing your hair often, as well as cons for washing your hair often and not washing your hair often. Some of the pros of washing your hair often, especially if you have thinner or finer hair, are going to be that your hair is going to look fresh and fluffy and clean every day. You're not going to have to worry about products like dry shampoo or styles that are going to disguise the oil that is inevitably going to build up on your hair. Another pro to washing your hair every day is it's a lot easier to avoid buildup on your hair and scalp from using products. And when you're washing every single day, you're going to be really efficiently cleansing your hair on a very regular basis, not going days and days in between where you're allowing time for products and outside pollutants to build up on your hair. Washing your hair every day is also a great way to make sure that you don't get an overgrowth of any bacteria or anything that can cause problems for your scalp, like scaliness, dandruff, funguses to start. All kinds of things can happen if bacteria and whatnot is allowed to grow on your scalp. Some of the cons to washing your hair every day are going to be things like your hair can typically become drier, and because you're slurping out the oils all the time, and it's going to make your hair feel dry and brittle. A way that you can combat that is by making sure that you're using a sulfate-free shampoo if you're going to wash really frequently, and making sure you're compensating with really hydrating conditioners and products. Another con to washing your hair every day might be that it's just something you don't want to do. You might not have the mental capacity to wash, dry, style your hair every day, or even just wash it alone. And it's just something you don't want to do, and that is totally fine. Another con to washing your hair every day is you're going to go through shampoo and conditioner a lot faster than if you go several days between washes. So it is a cost thing for some people not washing their hair every single day. Washing your hair every day, it's also going to fade your color a lot faster, and it really isn't going to matter what shampoo you use. Different shampoos are designed for color and are going to make a marginal difference, but at the end of the day, it's the cuticle swelling from getting wet that is the biggest culprit to the fading of your color. So no matter what shampoo, conditioner, or even no shampoo and conditioner you use, the more that your hair gets wet, the faster your color is going to fade. There are many more pros and cons to washing your hair every single day, but those are sort of the main ones that I think affect the majority of people. So really you have to look at those and decide, do I want to wash my hair every day, or do I want to try and not wash my hair every day? So then we go over to the not washing your hair every day category. Now this varies. This could be washing your hair every other day. This could be washing your hair once a week or even once a month. If you choose not to wash your hair every day, you're going to have to find the frequency that works best for you. And that is going to look completely different for everybody. There is no right or wrong answer there. Obviously, the majority of people are going to find their hair tends to get more oily the longer they go between washes. Now, for someone like me, that oil is going to become apparent very quickly. You're going to see the oil immediately on day 2. Whereas someone like my mom, who has really curly, frizzy, dry, textured hair that's very thick, I know it's crazy because my hair is not like hers at all, not even a little bit. Thanks, Dad. But she can go an entire week without washing her hair, and if you were to touch it, you would feel that it's not freshly clean, but it does not look oily, greasy, or piecey at all like mine would just after 1 or 2 days. So once you find that frequency that works for you, some of the pros to not washing your hair every day are going to be, you're going to get the benefits that come with those natural oils. The natural oils that our scalp produces are there for a reason. Our scalp produces that oil, and it is meant to nourish and soften our hair and help to keep our hair healthy and shiny. A good healthy amount of sebum on our scalp also hydrates our scalp, nourishes our scalp. Our scalp isn't meant to be completely stripped of all its oil every single day. And while some scalps tolerate that, no problem. For others, it can result in dryness, itchiness, flakiness, and other issues with washing their hair every single day because their scalp responds better to having those natural oils stay on their scalp for a little bit longer. Another pro to not washing your hair as often is your hair is likely to be shinier, softer, and retain hydration better, not get dried out, because you're going to get the benefits from the oils and it's going to be nourishing your hair. You're not constantly stripping that off, not just your scalp, but your mids and your ends. Another pro is that you're going to obviously use less shampoo and conditioner, and your color is probably going to last you a little bit longer before it fades. A big pro for a lot of people is that it's simply time saving. You're not going to have to necessarily do much to your hair in the morning if you're not having to wash it, dry it, and style it. Now, this depends on the person because some people actually spend more time on the days that their hair is dirty styling their hair. I am one of these people. On wash days, I simply shampoo and condition my hair, and then I do my makeup while my hair's up in a towel, flip my head upside down, blow dry my hair, round brush my bangs, and off I go, and it's super fast. I actually spend a lot more time fiddling around with products and styling my hair on days when it's dirty so that I can make it look as nice as possible, even though it's not freshly cleaned. On freshly washed days, I don't feel like I need to put as much effort into making my hair look nice. But this is going to be 100% personal preference, and there are easy styles that you can do on those no wash days. And when I want an easy style, I go for a slicked bun because I don't need any product. My natural oils slick my hair back for me. I just finish off with a little hairspray so no baby hairs fall out. But a slick ponytail or braid or bun is a great way to quickly do your hair on those days and not have to fuss around with products if that's something you find you do. One of the cons to not washing your hair every day are going to be that your hair doesn't get this fluffy, fresh look every single day. There's just no way around it. You're not going to be able to maintain that freshly washed hair for probably more than one day. No matter who you are and how long you manage to go between shampoos, it's not going to look the same on day 1 as it does on day 5. Just because you like it on day 5 doesn't mean it looks the same as it did on day 1. Another con is that you can tend to get more buildup on your hair of just your natural oils, pollutants from your environment, minerals from your water if you're getting your hair wet but not shampooing it, all kinds of things, products that you're using. You're probably using dry shampoo on a daily basis or several times between washes, and that's all going to build up on your hair. And sometimes if you're going too long between shampoos, just your 1 or 2 shampoos every 3 or 4 days isn't necessarily going to be enough to remove all of that buildup and product, and therefore you can start to have limpness in your hair, excessive amounts of oil production because your hair follicles are getting clogged, etc. And it's simple. All you have to do is make sure that you're adding a good scalp scrub and a clarifying shampoo to your routine, probably about once a month if you choose not to wash your hair super frequently. Another con to not washing your hair all the time is you do run the risk of having an overproduction of bacteria or fungal growth on your scalp if you're not careful. This isn't really going to apply to the average person, but if you're someone that works out a lot or works in a really sweaty, greasy environment, that's something you might want to consider, and those are times when you might want to be someone who washes your hair more often. Now, all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are literally so many reasons to wash your hair all the time or to not wash your hair frequently. It really, really, really is going to come down to what works best for you, your lifestyle, your hair type, your mental health, just you in general. And don't let anyone make you feel like you have to do what they think is best, because as long as you're happy with your routine, if washing your hair every day makes you happy, then wash your hair every day. Don't get caught up in all of this, I'm supposed to do this stuff. And if you are someone who wants to wash your hair once a week, even if that means your hair is super, super oily, then you do that, because it's not wrong, it's not bad for your hair, and it is fine to not have fluffy, fresh hair every day. And really, honestly, I don't even know why someone else thinks that they get an opinion on another person's hair, because it's not on their head. I hope that helps. If there's any of these points that you want me to elaborate on or talk more about, let me know in the comments, because I love to hear from you guys. I hope that this helps you really understand that there aren't any right or wrong answers for the most part when it comes to your hair. There's just what works for you and what feels right for you. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, because I do post 3 every single week. And like and subscribe, because it really helps me keep showing up and making content so that you can love your hair. Bye, guys.